All right, everybody. Hello, this is Tonya Hall, the Chocolate Mama. I am glad that you are on today's webinar. It is going to be a really good one today. On today's webinar, we are focusing on what to say once you have acquired a lead, once you've gotten someone to sign on, fill out a lead capture page online, once you got someone interest kind of peaked a little bit, woohoo, what to say to them, how to follow up with them, how to talk with them when you call them on the phone, when you're trying to get them going. So it's going to be a real interesting, very, again, fast paced kind of webinar. We're going to go through. I have lots and lots and lots of notes today. So I'm going to give it just a few more seconds for a few more people to get on the call. And then after that, we're going to get started. I am so glad to see so many of you on already on time. Thank you very much. I appreciate those who are on time for the webinar. Please make sure that today, if you have questions, enter them into the Q&A, and I'll be sure to go through as many of them as I possibly can after we get through the end of the webinar. So I give you lots of information, and go ahead and put your questions in. I'll be sure to answer them, and then I'm going to drop a few things into the offer page for you. So I would love for you guys to get your questions answered or get your questions ready right now for me. Let me straighten out this camera, it's doing wacky things. So get them all set, ready to go. Um, and then I am going to dial my lovely phone down because it seems to ring off the hook every time I get on the webinar. The minute I get on, it's ring-a-ling-a. So hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody had a very great, productive work week. I'm just super stoked. I had lots of people. Reason why I chose this particular topic is because I've had quite a few people during the week who've already kind of been asking, "Hey, I'm getting people, but I seem to hit like a brick wall, right in my face. Can't get past certain things with certain people." So I want to make sure that we are able to move past some of this. Right now, I do have the chat enabled, so if you guys want to chat back and forth, remember the chat is always, if you hover your mouse over the top left-hand corner, it is a little blue box. You can tap that little blue box and it'll pop out a little chat thing, and you guys can chat back and forth, say hello to each other, say hello to me. How about that? And we'll get. I'll have it on for just a little while longer, and then we will get started and having a good time. Anybody know that show? Okay, am I the only one that know Good Times? The only one. Okay, so anyway, we're going to talk about today what to say to a prospect when when they've come in to as a lead, when you're wanting to like strike up a conversation. Today I don't have really much of a screen share. I am really and truly wanting you guys to kind of tune in to what I'm saying, to what I'm doing. Get out your pen and paper right now, because I'm going to be, giving lots of really good notes that I'm going to share with you. So, computer monitors want to fall off here. Okay, so um, you have to get one of the main things that I have found. So let's get started, guys. One of the things that I have found is that people go out and we have, for us specifically, we have these wonderful, beautiful capture pages. We have really great capture pages that, um, um, hello, Lori, how are you? That we have wonderful capture pages that, um, we could get people to give their our name and numbers, telephone numbers, and to get really great leads. Then that's what MLSP. And for those of you who are first time on this webinar with us, we use a system called MLSP, or I use a system called MLSP. That stands for My Lead System Pro. My Lead System Pro is just that. For us to get leads. It's a training platform so that it can train you how to use the internet to leverage yourself a bit better, so that people can sign up and sign on to your network marketing company, no matter what network marketing company you're with. That's the goal of MLSP, or My Lead System Pro. Okay. So with us, we have thousands thousands of these lead capture pages, ones that they have already for you that you can just use and just kind of take them and plug them into different social media sites and immediately begin to tracking and getting leads. Or they have the option where you can create your own. It has the templates already there, and you can put together anything you want for whatever target market your little head can think of. You then, or for whatever product you have, you can create capture pages to get people's information so that you can now take them to where you want to go. Okay, so they have thousands of them out there, and MLSP is not the only company that does that. There are other companies out there. It's just MLSP is like one of the top companies that provide those services for lead capture pages, but they also provide the training to go along with it. So that's the difference. So if you don't know what you're doing and you're just posting lead capture pages, it does you no good. So that's one of the reasons why I chose this system, because I felt like me and my team needed the additional training, step-by-step training that I didn't have to teach to my team. There are professional network marketers out there who are the top producers in the industry that could teach and train my team for me. So it made it a lot easier, and they do everything through video. So that's why the system is really so incredible. Okay, so I got these wonderful lead captures in, and let's say it has captured 100 leads for me in 1 week. That's great. That's fantastic. Only problem is, if you don't know how to convert them or have the conversation with them to be able to get them to sign on maybe to your network marketing company or any of the above, it's not going to do you any good. So you have to learn how to acquire, or you have to acquire some skill sets. It's a must. You can't get around it. That's the bottom line. You can't get around it. You have to be able to acquire some skills, some being able to talking skills, converting skills, or you got to be able to create a whole lot more people that you are getting to sign on to your conversion pages, to your lead capture pages. Because if you got 100 people, and out of 100 people, you can only for every 100, you're only basically getting two. That's one. You're getting 1%. You got to get a lot of lead capture pages out there to be able to convert the numbers that you need to move you along, or to really to make profits. Okay, so that's what we're going to be talking about, is how to do that, what to say exactly for them. So unfortunately, some people tell you know you don't have to ever get on the phone. That's not particularly my belief. Um, my belief is you got to get on the phone in network marketing business. If you want to be at the top of where you can be, you got to learn how to talk to people on the phones. Because you put a lot of effort and work and time into posting into groups. You put a lot of work and effort to posting capture pages, and so you need to put even more effort into um, converting it. So, okay, so I kind of took some notes here for myself because I want to make sure I share some things. Um, so if you suck at talking to people, um, this is your day. So all right. So let's get into. So let's say you got someone that is giving you their name and email and their telephone number, and you want to call them back. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is you have to be able to convert them back at some speed. And what do I mean by speed? Doesn't mean zoom, Tonya, I need to talk to them really fast. No, that means as the lead comes in, you need to have your lead linked to some kind of um, text message, email message, because the faster you can call them back, the better. Now, I know people, this is most people who start a network marketing company or start online, you're doing this part-time and you're busy with another job and you can't always call them back within, minutes of them becoming a lead. I get that. I'm saying that if you can, then do so. Because most of the time, the thing that's stopping us from calling them has nothing to do with whether you have available time at that moment. Most of the time, it has everything to do with you're not comfortable as to what to say to them. That's the reason why you don't call them back. Okay. So we're going to work on that today, making sure that you are comfortable or at least know what to say as you're converting the lead. But speed is of essence. I think it's funny. There are many times where I'll get the lead, and in less than 2 or 3 minutes from the time it pings from my phone, because I have all my leads generated come to my cell phone, then I'll call them back. And sometimes they're like, wow, I just signed up. And then I'm amazed that you're calling me because I put my name, email number in things all the time, and no one ever calls me back. So to me, they're just telling me that there's a lot of people out there posting a lot of things, but no one is working towards building something. They don't want to give of themselves. Little bit on the lazy marketer side. So let's not be lazy marketers. Let's learn the skills. So here we go. I have someone and I ring them up. What do I say? I say, hey, I saw you opted into my business website. Nice to connect with you. I wanted to give you a call to see how I could best help you. Just that simple. I saw you opted into my website. My website. So if they're opted in for how to get leads now, hey, I see you opted into my website, how to get top 10 leads now. It's nice to connect with you. I wanted to give you a call to see how I can best help you. Pretty simple, right? It's very simple. You're giving them a call basically to follow up to see how you can help them, not necessarily to sell them something that you think they should be in. And okay, so here's a little side note on this. The amateur network marketer would say, hi, I see you opted in to my website, and are you looking to join a business? Because I have this amazing business and we sell this and we do that and we have this product and we have that product. We are the best in the world. Our compensation plan is the most outstanding. Our leaders are they are the top of the world. Okay, that's what most people do. They go crazy, going crazy, sharing a bunch of stuff. right? They're like blah, 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 just all over you about their network marketing company. That's what amateurs do. Immediately they want to start talking about their stuff. It is a huge mistake. If I had to put anything in it, that would probably be the number one mistake marketers do when they're calling people back. That would be it. So what you want to do is not make that mistake. What you want to do is solve their problems. Um, you want to solve their problems. You want to talk to them about what their issues are. Okay, so let's back up. Let's go back over the key sentence again. The key kind of where you wanting them to go is you need to find out what the problem is. Um, they enter their information into the capture page because they had a problem. So if they enter their information into your capture page and the capture page is about how to generate leads in Instagram, you need to talk to them about that problem. That's the reason why they put their name, their email, or telephone number in the space in the first place. And just a side note, quick side note on this. If somebody took the time to put their name, email, and phone number in, especially the person who puts the phone number, because the phone number part is optional. It's not always there. It's not a guaranteed thing. It's an optional thing. So, and if they didn't really want to put their phone number, they would leave it blank, or they would put some fake number like 555 that kind of thing. You guys have seen that, right? So they're putting in the wrong information in the first place. But if they take the time to put in the correct information, do you know what they're really saying when they put in the correct information? You ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? What they're trying to say is, call me. Call me, please, call me. That's really what they're saying. They want you to call them. If they didn't want you to call them, they wouldn't put their phone number in. They wouldn't put their phone number. They wouldn't give you this if they didn't really want you to call them. They really want you to call them. But most of the time, people don't call them. They don't talk to them. They're too afraid or too worried about what to say that they don't bother to call the leads. But if they don't want you to call them, they would never put their information in the first place. So that's just a really big side note that I want you to know, that if they took the time to put it in, they really are really desiring someone to call them and to help them in some kind of way. So back to what I was talking about, solving their problem. So because they put their information in, you have to make sure that they're not in what I like to call sales mode. Okay. So how do they get into sales mode? Sometimes we put them into sales mode. We put them in the sales mode by asking questions like this. So what network marketing company are you in? So how long have you been in that network marketing company? Ding! That just sends off like that just sends off and triggers all kinds of crazy stuff in them. They're like, ooh, they're asking me about my company. I have to tell them my company. I have to tell you about the compensation plan. I have to tell you about the bonuses that we have. It sends them into frenzy. So here you are trying to talk with them, trying to communicate with them, trying to solve a problem with them, and you can't solve their problem because they're in sales mode. I got to tell you about my company and our compensation plan, and we have the best compensation plan in the world, and our leaders are the top leaders in the world. That's what the mode is that they go into. So you got to combat that. You have to be ready to combat that. And how you combat that is real simply. Very simply, you are trying to solve their problem. But you have to bring up the fact that they had a problem. Their problem is they signed in to the lead capture page in the first place. Why? Because they had a problem with generating leads on Instagram. They had a problem with generating leads on Facebook. If they was generating leads on Facebook, they wouldn't be putting their name and email and telephone number in there. Nobody who's an expert in doing that puts their name, email, and telephone number in the space. So that means that's the problem already. So you need to bring that problem and say, hey, I saw that you just opted into my website about how to use Facebook mobile ads to generate leads. It's nice to connect with you. I want to give you a call to see how I can help you better with that. How I can best help you with generating more leads using Facebook mobile ads. How can I help you with that? See the posture, see the difference in the conversation. Conversation totally different now. Totally different conversation now. Why? Because now you're the person who can answer, who can solve their problems. And then here's some other things that I want to just kind of bring up. Okay, another way of saying it. So if they're saying, well, I want to use Facebook to promote my, I was trying to, I logged in to get this because I'm trying to promote this business. Okay, great. What are you looking to do when you promote this business? You sign up for this capture page because you're trying to promote. What are you looking to do with promoting this page? Okay. Also, I asked them, so what has been your biggest struggle trying to promote on Facebook? What has been your biggest struggle with trying to market on Instagram? If they're looking for that, what has been your biggest struggle with trying to get 10 prospects to sign up underneath you? What's been your struggle? You have to know more about what their struggles are in order for you to be able to help them. Here's something else. I also say you enter your information in on how to generate leads online. Are you currently generating leads online? Are you currently generating leads online? Tell me what it is that you're struggling with. And then listen. Just listen after you do that. Okay, you're currently generating leads online. You're not okay. Well, then listen to see what the problems is. I've been trying it. I did this, I did that, and they'll come back. Oh, well, I've been online and okay. What have you tried to do? Then listen. Oh, I tried this and that, but it didn't work. Then your next question is, why didn't it work? And then listen. What you're doing is trying to gain enough ammunition or fuel or something so that you know where to direct them. You know where to take them. You know where to go next. If you're not listening for the answer and you're so ready to pounce and tell them about your business opportunity, what you can do, how you can solve their problem with your business opportunity, how you can sell them this, that, and the other, you forget to listen to what they have to say, and immediately it becomes a battle of who's going to sell the most, them or you. The battle of the sales pitch, basically, and that's not going to be a win-win conversation. You just have to get better in the conversation with directing them and trying to get them to focus on what their problems, and that they had a problem in the first place, that they're trying to get solved. Okay, Great. So now let's move on to what do you say? So sometimes you have people you've entered information into um, your thing, but they're really happy with their network marketing company. You're in your conversation. You begin to have a conversation with you. Why did you do it? Well, you're going to find some people that you're having a conversation with. They're not happy with their network marketing company, and because they're not happy with their network marketing company, they may be looking for something else. And those are people that you can maybe guide into your network marketing company. For me, that's not my goal. That's not what I'm looking for necessarily in our first conversation. And there are people who will go after, like they're good at flipping people from one business to another business, and that's their goal. That's not necessarily my style and what I like to do. Because here's my thing: if they're happy with their network marketing company, I mean, we need more people who are happy with their network marketing company. And for those who are, awesome. I'm like, awesome. That's incredible. So then I know my goal with this person is maybe not to try to put them into or introduce them to my network marketing company. My goal at this point is to introduce them to the MLSP community, introduce them to the MLSP family, where they can come and learn how to build an online business and learn a lot more for the MLSP community, because MLSP as a whole has so much to give. So, okay, so let's talk about those people who are happy. So here's some things that I would say to them. And 9 out of 10 people aren't happy, but that somebody else that is. These are some of the things that I say to them. And let me go back here, because I have a really kind of key sentence that I say in conversion. And one thing I want us to remember is people who come online, sign up for it. You may not know where they are at the time, but one thing that they all have in common, they have one thing in common, that they fill out the information in the first place. The one thing that they all have in common is they want to grow their business. That's the reason why they came online in the first place. So some of your conversation as you're talking to them should be based on that simple knowledge. So you can say things like, based on what you said, you might want to consider this product. So whatever other product you want to sell them, because, and you gotta say because, that's like a transition word in there, because this is going to help you do A, B, C, and D. Okay, let me go over that again. I want to make sure this is real clear. When you're talking to a prospect and they're telling you, I'm happy with my business, or even if I'm not happy with my network marketing business, this is a key sentence that you can say. Based on what you said, because they've already said they're struggling with this, they're struggling with that, they're struggling, all these struggle. Based on what you said, you may want to consider this MLSP community because, and then you finish out your because. Okay. Somebody who loves their network marketing company. Okay, I love my network marketing company and I'm not moving. So you can say, based on what you said or based on what you signed up for, okay, you put your name information in there. You may want to consider or think about being a part of MLSP community because, and fill in the blank. It's very powerful because, and this is the way I move and transition people without seeming so salesy. not in that salesy mode. This is a way that I am able to get more people to give the trial a try. You know, MLSP has a trial. It's a 10-day, $10 trial. And I think I will put that offer up here so that we could see it a little bit more. Let's see. Not sure if this offer will pop up here for everyone to see. Yep, I do believe so. Yep, there we go. So, so I have the offer that I just put up there. So for those of you who want to give MLSP a try, first of all, get back with the person who invited you out so that they can give you their trial. However, if you just kind of found this on the internet, online, and came on over and decided to take a look and see what we're talking about here today, then you're more than welcome to just click here to give it a try. It is a risk-free 10-day test drive. If you don't like it, you can get your entire $10 back. But it's a test drive to use some of these systems, use some of the funnel systems here, so that you can try to grow your business for yourself. So, okay. So, want to make sure, is everybody getting at what I was just saying? Any questions on any of that from anybody? I think I have enabled the chat. Yes, I have. So if there's anybody that has any questions that's on this line right now, that you know, go ahead and do it in the Q&A. I'm going to disable the chat so that you can go ahead and filter the questions through the Q&A channel. So it'll come through if you have any questions in any of the sentences that I've said. If you need them to be reiterated again, or me to slow down a little bit. I know I talk a little fast sometimes. Through the Q&A, give you a second to kind of plug those in. I definitely want to hear from you guys. Okay. Got it. Glad to see so many. Okay, great. Thank you. And you're getting the questions. So you got the transition questions so that you can easily be able to talk to people, transition yourself through a great conversation with them. Okay. So I have a couple more things that I'm going to share with you guys, because now I want to talk a little bit about the people who don't leave a phone number, and how you should be corresponding back with them. But in the meantime, if anybody has any questions based on anything else I've talked to you about so far, questions, transition questions, then feel free again to put it into the Q&A. I'll be happy to answer the questions. Or if you think of something later, then you guys can always shoot me a quick email. You can shoot me an email over at Tonya@thechocolatemama.com. Again, Tonya@thechocolatemama.com. And I'm going to put it in here before we get to this last part. Before we get to the last part, talking about what do we say to prospects that don't leave a telephone number, because sometimes they don't. Okay, so how do we get them going? How do we get into a conversation? Because I've already explained to you guys that the key to anything is not doing this thing back and forth. You need to get them on the phone or in a video, a chat video, something that you can do face to face or on the phone, so they can get to know you a little bit better, that you can have them in a conversation. Okay, so Here's the key to if someone does not leave you a phone number, they only just left you an email address. Here is the key. You have to get them to engage in emails, get them engaged in an email that they can follow up with you on the phone with. Okay? Got to get them engaged in an email. So, how do you do that? Okay, first of all, when I talked about you got to get them engaged in the email, and you got to get them in a follow-up campaign. Might be wondering what's a follow-up campaign. So there are lots of follow-up campaign systems that you can do. A follow-up campaign is a series of emails that goes out to the prospect that you can talk to. A series of emails that basically kind of does a dripping kind of thing on them. It kind of talks about, what they signed up for in the first place. They signed up for prospecting tips and, tricks and tips and strategies. Then that's kind of what they're looking for. They're looking for prospecting things. Okay. So because of that, you want your follow-up emails to be all in that category. So there's several systems that you can use. I personally use a system called Aweber, but there are tons of others. GetResponse, MailChimp. I mean, there are lots of other autoresponders out there. You can just go and Google autoresponders, and there are a ton of them. I just personally like Aweber and have been using it for so many years. Kind of wanted a consistent company, and that's what I got. Okay. So you want to make sure that you have a set of follow-up emails that goes after they've signed up and given you their name and their email, because maybe that's how they like to correspond with people, not necessarily with a phone number. So here is one major thing that I send out to the people who don't send me their phone number. Okay, you ready? Need you to have a pen ready. I say, hey, not too long ago, you enter your information onto my website. Or if they have a specific website, you can say onto my How to Get 10 Leads in 10 Days website. Okay, you consider. Respond back with yes if you are still looking for a way to make money online and getting new prospects. Just that simple. That's my response back message. Hey, not too long ago, you enter your information into my website about how to use Instagram to get leads. Respond back yes if you are still looking for a way to use Instagram to get leads to your business and to make money online. And then if they're interested, they'll respond back yes. They'll send an email response back yes, I'm interested. And then for those who do respond back yes, I say, okay, cool, what's your phone number so that I can give you the information. I promise I will call you. And then you have to make sure you call them. But see, by saying the word, I promise I will call you, promise is something that benefits them, not you. It's a benefit to them. If somebody say, I promise I'm going to bake you some cookies, it's about them. It's not about you. But if you say, I promise I'm going to send you the bill, they don't care about that. They want something that's going to benefit them. Okay? So when you say, I promise I will call you, then they're like, oh, wow, okay, sure. I'll give you my information because I really want that information. That's why I responded back to you, yes. And maybe they get tired of putting their name and their email into stuff. So partially why they're not putting it in the first place is because sometimes we get a little tired of putting our name into stuff all the time. So this is a great way um, for you to get the people who are serious. And then once you get them back on the line, then you go back into the conversations that you were having with them before. Same set of conversations, the same set of questions that you're asking them as before. So I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to see if I can unplug a few people here. Did I lose everybody? Trying to see if anyone else had any other questions. There we go. Hello, Miss Tanae.
Hey,
Fine.
how are you?
I am fine. How are you, Miss Ma'am?
I'm good.
I have Miss Tanae Bloomfield, and hey guys, this is something a little unusual, a little bit different here that I'm doing. Um, I don't normally unplug people, but I'm kind of putting it on the spot. Yes, ma'am, I am. And so I have Miss Tanae. She is one of our top people in the company. She is killing, cranking it. She is making things happen. And I just wanted to bring her out real fast, just to kind of see for you some of this information I've kind of been putting down here. How do you think this is going to play differently for you as you're like building your business online? How are these key little sentences are going to help you to be able to kind of get things going and get pushing past some of the blocks and obstacles that people have?
Well, I definitely know that it helps because everything that you've given on as far as the tips go are spot on, and I've had some experiences with that. And sorry, I'm trying to get my webcam right. Okay, so basically, I have had several conversations with people taken directly from the examples you gave us and going online. I mean, just simply as making a friend. A lot of times people send you back, thank you for becoming my friend. They start a conversation. And one key thing you said is not to go back and forth on chat, actually connect with that person so they can get to know you. And just this past week, I can give a great example of a person who friended me. Well, I friended them, and then they came back, thanks for the friend.
Did I lose Miss Tanae? Miss Tanae, are you still there?
Sometimes pitch, which is fine. Yes, I'm still here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, there you go. We lost you there for a second. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so basically I was saying that when I go online and I friended someone this current week, they sometimes send you back their pitch. Sometimes some of them do that. Sometimes some of them just say, thank you for connecting with me. But when they do that, I love it because I'm able to kind of, so to speak, peep their whole card. When I say that, I mean, I kind of already know what they're involved in. I kind of know if they're an internet marketer. I could kind of know what they're involved in. They kind of let you see their whole card. Mm-hmm. And when you connect with them, just like she said, it was key not to go back and forth on chat. I may send a rebuttal, or I may to key in conversation and get communication up. Oh, where are you calling from? Oh, how long have you been in this room, or whatever? And then once they respond back and the conversation gets going, then I say, hey, why don't we connect? Are you available to connect? Do you have Skype or whatever? And I actually had a straight back and forth. I had a Skype presentation that I did with someone, and it went very positively just by actually connecting with them. But they know me now. They know who I am. Come to find out, this person is actually from my same city, but now lives in Chicago. So he was asking me stuff about, where I'm from in Texas. He's a teacher. He used to live here. And, we just started making really great connections. And it came to a point where, it was a great conversation that we connected on and went very positively. So I was able to help him. So what she's saying is key about connecting with people. That's this whole, I think that's the main important part of everything we do. Once you can get connected with that person, pretty much everything falls in place. Would you agree, Tonya?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. Oh wow, that I mean, if y'all didn't pick up on, y'all better pick up what Miss Today was just talking about. That was just that was valuable, super key information there she's giving to you. You gotta be able to connect with people as a human being. You gotta be able. They're not going to join your whatever MLM you in. So if you're running from that and have been running with connecting with them, talking with them, it's about the, I think that was like the first thing out of my mouth. You got to get good at making conversation. And if you're not good at making conversation, you got to acquire their skills, because it doesn't matter. You can get 100 leads. You can get 1,000 leads online and they filling out their name and phone number. But if you don't know how to talk with them and communicate with them, they are not going to see your presentation or even want to see your presentation. That's going to be huge. So that's, if I had to say, if one skill that you needed to grow better in and just, I mean, study, it is the art of communication, the art of being able to talk with someone that moves them and engages them in some kind of way.
And can I say one more thing, Tonya?
Oh yes, please. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't know if this connects with anybody else, but in the internet space, and I told Tonya, in the internet space, I'm not as comfortable, in the sense that I'm somewhat of a private person, which is totally opposite from my normal self. If you see me, I mean, I do presentations for our team all the time here in Texas. So I'm not a shy person. I'm very much a social butterfly, have always been. But I have to get them in my domain, my comfortable spot, which is connecting with them one-on-one. And I feel like so comfortable. But in order to do that, I have to tread through the uncomfortable part, which is getting a connection with them online, get a conversation going through chat, and convert them to something that I'm comfortable with, which is talking with them one-on-one. And when you talk with somebody one-on-one, it's just like you're on a coffee shop. You know, it's just like they're sitting right next to you. So that's the key, just getting them to learn who you really are, regardless. I think that's the main thing, right?
Yes. Wow. I don't know about y'all. That girl just dropped the mic on y'all. Boom. Y'all don't. I don't think y'all realize y'all just had a drop the mic moment. It's just plain just saying you got to tread through it. You got to go through it. It ain't gonna be comfortable right away. It wasn't comfortable for me right away. I was like, I gotta do what? Everything from the whole talk. And I'm very much like today. I am not a shy person by any means. I mean, I've been a performer on the stage before, singing, all of the above. So being in front of people but it's a different thing on what the heck do you say to them on the telephone. It's not a character. You're a real person. So you got to be able to, the art of networking. It's why we're in a network marketing. Okay. So the network, that means you got to talk back and forth. And then the other aspect of that is marketing. You gotta be able to market. And those two things, you gotta learn both aspects of it. So I was trying to see if I could bring out Mr. J. I'm not having very much luck with bringing him out today, but I was trying to see if I can get him. I think I keep knocking him off the line. So, but I know I always like to make sure that I keep my webinars in a good timing thing here. But again, you gotta learn and hone in to some of these skills, and some of those skills that you have to. All right, I think I have Mr. J. Wow. Jay is on the line. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Actually, I kept on, I guess after the webinar, it asked me to go into the Hangouts, and so I kept on canceling.
Don't cancel me. Go ahead. Mr. J, I'm telling you why I have Mr. J out today, and I pulled him out on this because he was kind of having some of these same struggles here recently as he's having conversations and talking with people. So I wanted Jay to kind of share a little bit about his conversations that he's been having with people, that he has getting signups. He has these leads capture page, which I think I have put in the offer already, just to kind of offer it up to people again. So just want to make sure I put that back out there. If you want to try some of the things that Jay has been using to get prospects to sign up in the first place, is because he's been using this particular offer, these sets of offer. So he's using the offer to get people going. So now that they're going and into the system, he's been trying to follow up and call them. Well, he's been having a few bumps, and I know some of these things that we have shared today is going to help him tremendously. So I want you real fast, Mr. J, if you could please, sir, kind of share first what some of the things that you've been getting, struggles you've been having, and then secondly, how you're going to use some of the things that you've learned here today to kind of help you.
Well, I guess what I have learned is that I was generating quite a few of the leads based on the value that I was giving people. But one of the biggest things that I took from today, actually, that Miss Tia just talked about, is that I wasn't transferring that into a personal conversation, which is kind of where we all kind of shine at. We shine at having a conversation. And instead of converting that, I was trying to convert that, just sitting there going, texting back and forth, messaging back and forth, and it stayed stalemate, on the computer. And so thanks for that. I appreciate that. I'm going to have to take it to the next level, because I think we all kind of shine when we're saying, hey, I'm not trying to sell you anything. You're not trying to sell me anything. We're just kind of networking. We're getting to know each other. And if I have something there that I can offer you, and vice versa, but if I can offer you something that can assist you in your business, hey, here it is. And then we kind of move from there. So I think it's a step-by-step process, and I'm glad that I was on this webinar to get that information.
Me too. I'm thrilled that you're here learning this little bit of information here so that we can all be on the same page. It's very interesting. Let me stop this screen sharing thing. Okay, there we go. It's very interesting how we come in and we think, oh, I'm going to get online and I'm going to get all these leads, get all these super leads online, and all these people just go poof, magically sign up. No. No, it doesn't usually work that way. Usually you have to have some kind of communication. And most of the time, I'm sorry, but most of the people that you're talking to are into what they want. They want something. So you've got to help them to solve the problem first, get into what they want so that they can learn how to trust you. And then once they trust you, you can pretty much open the floodgates of any kind of product you want to navigate them to, service you want to navigate them to, because the trust has been built there. The problem is most people want to hop in too fast with the sales, and you probably, just by being a little bit patient with yourself and with them, you'll find out the end result. If you wait a day or two and just kind of, hey, how can I help you? Let me help you with something that you're struggling with. Let me see, which reason why I love MLSP. I have this really great free training. How about you check that out? When can you watch that training? We're going to watch tonight. Then I'm going to follow back up with you at 8:30 tonight. And let's talk about what you got out of it and see if that's something that's going to help you to move and motivate you to kind of, okay, you just gave them something for free, some value. You gave them some great value. So now they trust you. You just gave them some knowledge and turned that light bulb on in their head. Bing! Wow, I can't believe it. I've been struggling with this for the last 6 months. And here come a total stranger that I just met off of Facebook. Bing, gave me some knowledge. I've been struggling my ass off for 6 months. And you, total stranger, you my new BFF. That's what you are. So now when you say, that work out for you, great. Here's what else I want you to consider. Because you had this other problem, I think you might want to consider getting in a community of people who can also help you. So by the way, I got this 10-day, $10 trial. Try it out. If that helped you and bing, the light bulb came on for you, imagine if you had everyday experience with these kind of trainings every day, that you could do it at your own convenience. But they also going to teach you how to get your own leads to your network marketing company. Or if you're looking for a network marketing company, here's something that I'm working with a group of people to expand and grow something here on an international level. This might be something you would want to consider because you said blah, 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 blah. So, so I got some other questions that's coming through. We have to get, you have to get, let go of the lottery. Oh yes, wow, wow. I have, okay. Here's something that just came through. Thank you, Lori, for this. She said you got to get, let go of the lottery mentality and focus on helping people. You can't be like, ooh, you know, about to win with this person. You got to get rid of that. You got to get into a mode of helping more people. So the more people you can help probably would help your bottom line. So she asked, how do you ask for the sale without asking for the sale? You ask for the sale without asking for the sale by simply finding out what their problem is. See, the more you know about what their problem is. So let's say, for example, their problem is recruiting. Their problem is talking to people. Their problem is they feel uncomfortable and shy, and they don't have help from their downline, from their upline, and they feel like they're alone. Okay, they're telling you all of this as you're having a conversation and asking them what their struggles. Okay, great. Wonderful. If I'm having a conversation with you, Lori, I would be like, okay, wow, Lori, it sounds like, okay, you told me already you're not getting the help from an upline and community that you just signed on to the business with. You're online. You signed up for my lead capture page, trying to learn how to recruit people. So that sounds like that's an issue that you want to get resolved. So based on what you said, consider this. Because, and going back into that same sentence, because you said you needed all this particular MLSP system can kind of solve most of those issues for you. One, you need some training. So they have in the back office thousands of training in different areas. So you can simply watch this training and you'll be able to kind of learn on your own at your own pace. And you don't have to worry about an upline having time to do it, because here's someone that can fill that slot of being an upline and train you. However, it's all on video, so it can train you at your convenience. You know, you might want to be trained at midnight every night. You can click a button and be trained at your convenience, not theirs. Okay? This is how I because you said this. But if you don't have the ammunition of a problem, you now can't come back at them with, this is what you said. I didn't say that. You said you having a struggle in this area. But if you're coming at them with sales, you have nowhere to go from there. Nothing at all. So I hope that answers your question. Kind of long-winded version there I got going there, but I just wanted to kind of put that out there for you so that you can know, just kind of use this based on what you said, that you needed to, be able to get more leads. Then, I want you to consider MLSP as the solution for it. Okay, and the same thing works with products. If they signing up for one of our funnelizers, let's say we put a funnelizer, and MLSP has this, like I said before, a way that you can create your own sites, your own product sites, okay? they're filling out the information because they want information on it. So based on what you signed up for, what you filled out, you're having a struggle with weight loss. If that's what if they find out for weight loss pills, you're having a struggle with that. So because you said that, here's something I think you would want to consider. Okay? Plug your product into that same formula, no matter what the product is. If your network marketing company has 15 different products, you can plug them all into that same little series of things, because basically based on what you signed up for, that you want to generate more leads for, or you wanted to lose weight for, or you wanted to get more energy back for, or you wanted to, based on what you signed up for, you might want to consider this product. Consider this product. It might be the solution for you. And I'm going to send you some information if you like. Last and final thing I want to say is, please don't send people your links. Please don't send people your links. Okay, let me say it one more time just in case y'all missed the first 2 times I said, please don't send people your links without them saying yes, they want it. Don't be a link bomber. Just go get happy finger. Copy paste. Y'all get link bomb them like, I hate that. Don't be a link bomber. Y'all just sending y'all links, people up like, what? Because y'all know, y'all be saying the same thing when somebody else sending you a link. Don't say it down. When they send you a link, you be like, why you send me this? I don't want that product. Right? Right, Jay? Look at Jay and today both shaking their head. Yes. You don't want that crap. They don't want your crap either. So stop link bombing people. Boom, 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 boom. Get the trick. just sending people your links just because you want to send them a link. No, don't do that. Wait till they ask for the link. If they ask for it, they want it, and the likelihood of the conversions of them actually signing up for it is better. It goes up astronomically. It goes up way high. Know why? Because they want it. They ask you, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds like something that will help me. Send me that link. And then here's an extra step. I think I talked this week with Mr. J on this same thing. Wait for them to fill it out. Like, don't get off the phone, but like, go and fill it out. You go and do it. That's passing the buck. No, stop passing the buck. Wait for them to fill out. Like, hey, I'm on the phone with you right now. Here's the link I just sent you. Did you get it? Okay, great. Go ahead and fill it out because I want to make sure that it comes back to me. Wow, woohoo! And celebrate with them. Congratulations, you just finished it. I got your information. You have yours. Awesome. Now let's schedule a time to follow up after you look at it. The video is about 50 minutes long. Can we talk in like an hour or 2 hours? You have time to talk to me again, confirming again, not assuming that they got time to talk to you again. Okay? Confirm again. You have about an hour? You got 15 minutes in about 2 hours after you watch that video? You do? Okay, great. Then I'm going to call you back at 8:15 exactly, and then you qualify your time. Now, I'm really busy, so I'm going to talk to you from 8:15 to 8:30 because I got to get off, and I just want to follow up real quickly to make sure you understood and what to do next. Because they don't know what to do. We're just assuming they know what to do. They got the link. They know what to do. No, they do not. They have nothing for this idea. Okay, so you need to. I'm going to tell you what to do next. Now you're being a leader that they can follow. Now you're giving them everything they wish their upline had done. Everything they wish their upline had done for them, or their team that they're on had done for them. And then when you start becoming that leader, who they listening to now? Especially if you help them to copy what you've done and they begin to get a lead. Now they really listening in. Okay? So let's get good at having great conversations with people, following back up with people, and a come face to face. Let's not be afraid of that. I even want to have, and I think I will. I may send out an invitation to everyone that came on. Let's have a time where we can do some role playing. I think that would be a good thing for us to get involved in, and maybe have a time. And yes, I will record it for those of you. Is she gonna record that? Yes, I will have a session that you can practice. Practice makes perfect. I used to practice on people all the time. Practice in the mirror, do two-sided conversations, whatever to get good and get better. Because if you can't master this conversation piece part of this whole thing, if you can't get that together, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna give it all these leads coming in, but if you can't convert the leads, you don't make money ultimately. Yes, right. Thank you, Jay. You lose this. So, hello, recognize. You you don't get them papers, and what's the point? So, right. So you want to make sure that you are, that you're learning this skill. So I want to thank everybody for being on. Thank you for the great questions this evening. I think we had a lot of really good stuff. Thank you, Tanae and Mr. J, for being on the line, getting unplugged here with me a little bit today. They were not prepared for this at all. I kind of just clicked and put them on the spot. I do that a lot. But it sharpens your skills. Hey, gotta get through skills sharpened. But it's a lot of fun. We have a great time. So anyway, thank you everybody for being on this webinar. Hope you learned a lot. And if you have any other questions, remember you can always hit me up at Tonya Hall Chocolate Mamas, Tonya at thechocolatemama.com. You can hit me up there. Trust me, Facebook, it's under facebook.com/The Chocolate Mama. Send me a message. I would love to hear from you. I love talking to people, as you can see. And I'll help you with whatever aspect you want. All right? Thank you, guys. Much love to you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.